Well, in a world where Hollywood thinks that Chris Pratt can voice any iconic character that's ever been made, it's hard to really appreciate the other voice acting we've gotten in the past. Whether you're talking about Mike Myers as Shrek, or Tom Kenny as SpongeBob, or Bill Murray as Garfield. Wait, what was that last one? I used to watch this movie repeatedly as a kid, and over the years I have noticed that this movie isn't exactly cinema.
That cat's puss is everywhere. TV, newspapers, t-shirts. Who would want that kind of exposure?
It's been quite some time since I gave this one a look-see, and I want to see if my childhood memories can salvage this clump of kitty litter. So let's dive on in. This is Garfield the movie. The film begins as we see pictures of John and Garfield, and by some, I mean a lot. I haven't seen this many cat photos since From Russia with Love. He has family members too, you know.
I hate Mondays.
You might be asking yourself, what is that orange creature on the screen? That's Garfield. Doesn't he look great?
Garfield, look, the milk truck.
Oh, atta boy, Normal. The milk truck comes every day.
Yeah, but maybe not today.
Look, I'm not Quentin Reviews, alright? I'm not a Garfield enthusiast, but that is not normal. Not even fucking close. Garfield fools Normal into helping him get some milk, and if you wonder how they were able to make such a convincing effect, take a look at what they do next.
See everything. I can see my house.
Got milk?
That's one out of 22 product placements. And I thought we had our fill with Madam Web.
Get him, Garfield!
Get him, John.
That's right, Garfield. You're not gonna chase after that mouse. You're too lazy for that. Not lazy enough to climb through air ducts later, though. Even the mouse doesn't buy that Garfield is there, and he's not even looking at him.
Hey, you're fucking up my performance, dude! Dangle the cheese over Garfield, it's not that hard. It doesn't even look like I'm looking at him right now. You're killing it. I'm gonna lose my role in Endgame. I'm supposed to let Ant-Man out of the quantum realm.
We meet the villain of the movie, Happy Chapman, who's allergic to cats and yet continues to present himself as a cat food seller.
It's Walter J. Chapman, reporting live from The Hague.
Oh, please, what a know-it-all. And everybody always said I was the handsome one.
That goes nowhere, by the way. He has a twin brother for literally no reason but to be jealous of him. John takes Garfield to the vet, but not before we rack up some more cash for that ingenious visual effect.
Chuck E. Cheese. Thank you. No? Wendy's? Taco Kitty? No? Well, I'm stumped. Maybe Olive Garden.
You know, I haven't even mentioned my sponsor of the video yet. Why don't I get some product placement in this bitch if this movie has about 50 of them to go? You know what I do when I feel as lazy as Garfield? I play Raid Shadow Legends. When I'm done playing that, I want to check out what's new on Netflix, but I don't just want to sit down and watch standard films that we get in the US. No, I can watch films from any other country using NordVPN. Sorry about the product placement in this video, guys. I'm sorry about that. If it really bothers you, though, you can seek therapy by using BetterHelp. Find yourself the therapist for you and form a lifelong friendship. That'll leave you inviting them over to your place for a delicious and nutritious meal from HelloFresh. That's all the sponsors for now. I'm gonna go listen to a Garfield graphic novel on Audible for all your listening needs. We meet John's high school crush Liz, and can I just say, these two are nothing like their comic counterpart. John is way too confident, and Liz is too kind. And I know that might sound weird, but trust me, Liz isn't mean, per se, but she's also very cynical. She doesn't jump right into John's arms, and she certainly isn't all smiley like she is here.
Hey, Oh, he's a frisky little fella, isn't he? Hi.
His name's Odie, and he's not gonna make it if he has to live his life in a cage.
Hang on 1 second. And what do we get here?
Stop! That's not normal.
Did no one read the source material? Like at all? Did anyone even read?
Oh, look at this! Watch out now! Watch out for this thing, it could go! You probably should have practiced in the garage before you stepped up to someone of my level. Huh!
Garfield, ladies and gentlemen. Too lazy to chase a mouse, but he'll gladly have a dance-off with a dog. John and Liz take Odie to a dog competition, and Garfield hitches a ride. Once again, not exactly the laziest cat he's known to be. Oh, and they just brought Odie along for no reason. He's not a contestant. That is, until he gets away from John and starts hopping on his hind legs, and he's immediately given the winning prize. Did the writer snort catnip working on this? Seriously, I'm starting to wonder. Garfield sets off a chain reaction that wrecks the house, and John puts him outside without a collar or anything. Asshole.
Used to have John to myself, day or night, there was no one else.
What? No, this is not a musical. When did this become a musical? What is this, West Side Pussy? Garfield locks Odie out of the house, and since John didn't put on his collar either, he becomes a lost pet. You know, I'm starting to think that John is less worried about his pets and more about Liz getting in his pants. Happy Chapman gets his hands on Odie, and he uses him to improve his act on television, and Garfield tries to get John to notice him on TV.
Be happy.
Oh, you're gonna miss this. He's the small one in the guy's hand.
Are we sure this movie isn't just called Garfield Sells Out? I mean, the product placement is just everywhere. I mean, it comes in so fast, it just interrupts whatever. Are you not ashamed of yourself, Garfield, selling out like that? My God. Garfield heads to the city to find Odie, and he meets up with his mouse friend from earlier and gets some help.
Sorry, Rat Pack. This cat's with me. Y'all gotta roll.
Now that's a
Go ahead, roll out.
Who wants to go to the Red Lobster Alley?
Even the mice have product placement lines in this. Jesus, man. No. Hashtag not my Garfield. He does not climb. He does not do daring rescue missions. This is Garfield, a character notorious for being lazy. That's like if Clumsy Smurf was all of a sudden an Olympic gymnast. Well, I haven't done those movies yet, but no. That's a hell waiting for me another day. Garfield finds Odie, but Happy Chapman interrupts them to show off a shock collar he's put on Odie. By the way, apparently he works for the President of the United States. Yeah, I'm sure he hates Mondays just like Garfield, if only he could remember what day it actually is.
We're gonna drop the beat, rock the house, get you up on your feet.
No, of course he lives thanks to lasagna, but he's captured by animal control before he can get to Odie.
You're a cat that's trying to rescue a dog?
How could you understand? He's my friend. Oh my gosh, how low have I sunk?
Ah, don't worry, you couldn't have stooped any lower after that got milk bit earlier. Garfield and the pets break out of animal control, which wasn't too difficult since this guy just didn't even stop them, and Garfield makes his way to stop Happy.
What will you be having today? Salmon, steak, or lasagna?
Steak. I hate lasagna.
Ah, now I really hate him. Putting a shock collar on Odie was fine, but if he doesn't like lasagna, I want his head on a pike! Garfield nearly kills everyone on the trains because apparently one lever controls all of them, and he manages to find Odie.
I think I recognize that whine.
Yeah, probably because all you heard in the theater when this came out was parents begging their kids not to drag them into this. Happy Chapman catches up to them, but don't worry, the pets from earlier all found their way to the same train station that our heroes are at, and so did the rats, and you know what, we're so close to the credits, I'm really not going to question this. They defeat Happy and reunite with John and Liz, and the writers had zero clue how to write an ending, just like they didn't know how to write this entire movie, so instead we just get a random dancing scene.
Wow, I feel good. I knew that I would now.
Oh, shit.
I feel good.
So that was Garfield, and yeah, it's aged about as well as a year-old turd in a litter box. It's completely ignorant of anything even relevant to Garfield, whether it's making him want to actually do something other than laze about the house, or just completely missing the mark on the way the characters act or even look. Then the movie just tries to throw over 20 different product placements in your face to distract you from the mutated Cheeto Puff you're watching, and it just looks so convincing, doesn't it? I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. Just go watch Zombieland, and Bill Murray will give you a good summarization of his thoughts on the film.
But the question is, why in the world Garfield 3?
Can this be just between us?
Yes.
Drugs cost money.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this surprise episode. I should have at least one of these out every month for right now, at least until maybe August or September. I do still have to work, so I'm not going to be cranking out 3 episodes a month like normal, but I think you'll be fine. We got some good stuff on this channel, I think. But until next time, this has been Media Dumpster. Stay lazy out there, fat cats. That's a little bit demeaning, isn't it? Compared to that walking bag of orange fluff. I'm sorry about that, really. Anyway, go buy Goldfish right now. Just buy it. Buy it right now. Go, buy.